group who jumped on, see some staff, see a bunch of great agents. Um, you know, there's a lot of corporate training going on as well with Canva, but we want to take it down to the local level here so you can really have some question and answer and stuff like that. And we can focus our training on what we think is going to benefit you the best and easiest and quickest. I know it's a lot to take in. I know a lot of you are using Canva now. This will help you also to, if you don't know how to get into the enterprise account, if you don't know how to use brand stuff, and they're going to teach you a lot of tips and tricks. Note also, we as a staff are learning along the way as well, a lot of this, but we're trying to take the best pieces and bring them directly to you to be able to use. With that said, each Friday, we're going to have a different marketing coordinator who does a little presentation. We've got a great team, and we're going to try to get it to best work for what you guys are looking for. So what I ask now is, and Alex, you can correct me if you have a different plan, is to let Alex go through his training, jot down your notes, jot down your questions, and then we'll open it up to Q&A because he may answer your questions along the way. If it's something you fully do not understand or are stuck, put a little chat and I'll watch the chat for Alex, and then I'll bring the question up at that point, just so we can keep the flow going. All right, so I'm going to turn it over to Alex. I think you guys all know Alex in marketing, who runs some parts of this team.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, everyone. All right.
If everybody, we don't have to mute, but if you're going to have stuff going on in the background or people behind you, please mute so that everybody can hear Alex.
I know, thank you for everything.
All right.
Thank you.
So everyone can see my screen, right?
Yep.
All right. So let's get started. Yeah, so plan for today, going to keep it kind of more basic, kind of just show you how to navigate within the Canva platform. There's a lot of stuff you can do in here. It's easy to get lost. So we're just going to kind of guide you through how to navigate in here, how to create a design, how to find your designs you've already created. And if you have any questions, please let me know. But so when you first sign in to your Canva account, you'll be greeted here with the home page. If you've already created designs in here, you'll see all of them listed down here.
Alex, I'm going to stop you for one quick second just so I can step a step back.
Oh, yeah.
In order to get to Canva Enterprise, you need to be logged in through 21 Online Productivity Hub and scroll down to the Canva tile and click there.
Thank you, Patty. I meant to start with that.
Things that, sure, I can't throw those things.
Did you want me to show where to find that, Patty? I can't hear you.
Yes, go ahead and jump in and show that quickly if you can.
Okay. Yeah, let me just share that tab instead.
And it was so nice. You're a wonderful one. Good luck. Oh, thank you for everything. And have a great day. I fooled everybody, right? Yeah, thank you so much. Take care.
Okay,
Yeah.
so really quick, you should see my 21 Online homepage here now. So in order to get into the Canva Enterprise account, obviously you want to be signed into your 21 Online account. From here, easiest way, go up to the menu, to Productivity Hub. And right here, you'll see the Canva app. We'll just hit Get Started. And if it asks you for the code, just whether you use the Google Authenticator or the Okta app, usually it doesn't ask me.
There's the code. Is that our code?
No, that's your code through the authenticator. You have to have a two-step authenticator on it.
Okay.
Yep, yeah, a couple months ago, 21 Online had you download either the Okta Verify app or the Google Authenticator app in order to get into 21 Online. So that's where you'll get the code. It changes every few minutes. So, but once you're verified, it'll bring you right into the Canva homepage. You can still see my screen, right? Okay, perfect. All right. So starting here, you notice we have a search bar. If you've already created designs in here, this will allow you to easily search up any designs that you've already made. So if I just search for brochure, anything that matches that title will show up. Okay. I'm going to skip this section for one moment. Down here under the recents, you do have a couple of options to kind of sort your view. So by default, it'll show you any owner's designs. So that'll be anything that you've designed or any designs that have been shared with you from other people. Bye, guys. Take care.
You do take care.
If you only wanted to see the designs that you personally have made, you can easily switch that to your name here. Or if you only wanted to see designs that were shared with you, you could do that as well. And then from there, it does allow you to narrow it down a little more. So if you only wanted to see folders or designs or any type, you could specify that. And you also do have some sorting options. The default, it'll just show you the most recent at the top and the oldest all the way at the bottom. But if you wanted to look alphabetically, you could do that as well. All right. So now we're going to shift over to the left over here in the sidebar. So right here, home page, that's where we are now. Below that, we have this option called projects. And that'll bring you right into all of your folders and all of your designs. So you can see I have all my recent designs here at the top. I have a bunch of folders here. All the designs that I've been working on lately. And then we have all the brand templates. And all of these brand templates are also available to all of you. Okay, so below projects, we have the brand section. This is where you'll find our company logos, all of our color palettes, the different fonts that we use, different graphics. But also what's also really nice about this section is we have a brand guidelines layout. And this just goes through kind of the brand itself, kind of things that you can and can't do with our company logos. They just talk about all the colors in our color palettes.
Oh shit. Where are we putting your calendar? That's the real problem. You don't have like
Okay. So underneath the brand section, there's the Canva AI, and you do all have access to Canva AI under the enterprise account if you wanted to use that feature. Below that, under the More section, you have Apps and Design School. Design School is pretty cool. It kind of guides you through the different features of Canva, kind of gives you a crash course in graphic design if you wanted that. Under the Apps section, Canva does give you access to a whole lot of external apps. And I'm not going to go through them here. You can go through them on your own. But you know, whether you're looking for AI features or audio features or photo editing features, text, animation, there's probably a plugin here that will help you do whatever it is you're looking to do. All right. So now, down at the bottom here, this is where you will find all of your account settings if you did need to change anything here. A lot of the settings are locked down since it's part of an enterprise account. But you know, you can change things like your photo if you wanted to. You can change your privacy controls. Okay. And I did skip this button right here, the create button. So this is where you'll go if you wanted to actually create a design. So if we hit that, you'll notice on the left here, it gives you a whole bunch of different options depending on what you're looking to create. I'm sure most of you are looking for the social media templates. But if you wanted to do a print flyer, you do have that option as well, as well as emails and presentations. But let's go back to social media. So depending on what platform you're looking to do, whether it's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, they do have various preset sizes. So if you want to do an Instagram story or a reel or just your regular old Instagram post, and down below that, you do also have access to all of the brand templates. These are a whole bunch of pre-made templates that you're more than welcome to use. And these cover a whole wide range of different uses. There are holiday posts, there are announcement posts, just sold, just listed, for sale. Anything you could possibly want, there's probably a template for it in here. And you can search through all these too if you wanted. But for now, I'm just going to open a blank Instagram template. Okay. So this white rectangle in the middle is going to be your design. On the left here on the sidebar, you do have the option to drag in pre-made designs if you wanted to. Below that, under elements, this kind of gives you access to different shapes and different graphics that you can use. You know, under graphics, you have access to different icons and different photos. You have different options for text. So they do have these heading, subheading, and body presets already made. And to edit these, all you have to do is double click on them, and then you can type in whatever you want. And you can drag and drop it wherever you need to on the page. So for any object that you click, you do get this menu that will pop up here. And these are all the options for whatever object you have selected. So in this case, I have a text box selected. So I have all options for different fonts. You'll see all of our brand fonts show up here at the top, as well as all the different Canva fonts you can choose from. Here I can specify the size, or I can change the color. If the font you have selected has the option for bold, italics, or underline, you have that option here. Strike through, all caps, if you wanted to force it to all capital letters. And you'll notice if I drop in a different object, I have the same menu, but with just different options to choose from. So I can change the color of that shape. If I wanted to add an outline to it. And I'm not going to go through every single option. There's quite a few options. But I do highly encourage you to all go in here and play around with the different options, especially the animate option. You can do some pretty fun stuff in here. And you'll also notice as I kind of drag these different items around the screen, they will kind of snap into place. Makes it really easy just to kind of align things neatly. So you see there allows me to align it to the center. I wanted to align it to the exact middle. It'll let me do that. And it'll also allow me to kind of snap objects to other objects. All right. So over here under the text option, there is the brand option again. And like I said, this allows you to just drag in any of our kind of company logos. If you wanted to kind of see what our different color palettes are, you could view those here. Okay, now below that is the upload section. This allows you to upload your own images and graphics if you wanted to. So you see I uploaded a whole bunch of different property photos for a brochure I was working on. But this just allows you to drag in different photos. And again, you can still align these as needed to make them nice and neat. And below that, you do have some other options here, tools, other projects, and then other apps. And these other apps allow you to do things like charts or add audio. And this is also where you will find the Anywhere RE app. And we're actually going to cover that in next week's section. But basically what this app allows you to do is pull in data from your listings. But actually one app that I would like to point out, they do have a built-in QR code generator. So if I just put in our company website here and hit generate code, that'll give me a QR code for our company website. And that can be really handy if you're doing any kind of print materials. Okay. So anytime you are in here working on design, it is always important to give it a meaningful name just so it's easy to find later. So up here in the toolbar, right next to where your name is a text box. And this allows you to name whatever design you're working on. So I'm just going to name this Canva training test. So if I want to come back to this a week or a month or a year later, it's kind of a little easier to find. So now from here, what you're going to want to do is either download the design, or you can also share it directly to your social media profiles. If you did want to download it, they have a download option here. You can pick whatever format you want, whether it's a JPEG, a PNG, or a video file. And then you just download it and save it wherever you'd like. Alternatively, you can upload it directly to Facebook or Instagram. So you see here, I do have the Instagram option. You will have to connect your account, obviously. But once you connect your account, it'll allow you to post on Instagram just like you're doing it from your phone. So you can edit the description and the tags. And if you hit the see all option, you'll see they do have a whole section of other social platforms. All right. So for now, I'm going to just close this. I'm just going to navigate back to my home page. Okay, and you can see my Canva training test document right here. That's what we just went through. So by default, it kind of just drops it right here under your recent designs. And as you can imagine, if you're someone who creates a lot of designs, you're going to have a lot of designs in here to sift through. So the easiest way to kind of keep all your different designs organized is to put them into folders, kind of like on your computer. So what I can do, if I hover over any of these designs, I'll get these three dots here. That'll give me some extra options. I can change the name if I wanted to here. I could duplicate it if I wanted to. I could move it to one folder or another. I can download it from here. I can share it with someone else from here, or if I wanted to, I could just move it to the trash. What I want to do is move it into a folder. So I'm just going to hit move. I'm going to click where it says all. And I want to save this under my projects. So by default, you will have an uploads folder here. I don't recommend saving anything new in there. I would just keep that for any images that you upload. Right here is a folder I've already created called company, but I'm actually going to create a new folder. So right down in the corner, I'll just hit create new. I'll call it Canva test, and I'll hit move to new folder. So now if I come over here to my projects tab in the sidebar over here, under folders, I can see my Canva test folder, and there's my design. So, what this is really useful for is, if you wanted to separate your listing posts from your holiday posts, you could keep those in two separate folders, make them easier to find. You could have as many folders as you want in here. You could have a folder for all your just listed posts or your just sold posts, your holiday posts, your posts about your cat or your dog, whatever it is. It just makes it easier to find old designs if you wanted to go back and reuse them. Okay. The last thing I wanted to touch on before I open it up to questions is starring or favoriting a design or a folder. So, if you find yourself always going back to the same design or always going into the same folder, you can favorite that design or folder to make it even easier to find at a later date. So again, if I hover over any of these designs or folders, you'll notice there is a star icon. So I'll come down here to my Canva test folder, and I'll just click that star. You'll notice it is illuminated yellow now. And now I can easily find that by coming up here to where it says Open Menu. And all of your starred folders and designs will show up right at the top for you, as well as your most recent designs. So if I just wanted to add another item, you'll see that populates here as well. And that just makes it really easy to find it from wherever I happen to be in Canva. All right.
All right, do we want to open, want me to go through the questions that are in there, Alex?
Yes, please.
All right, so from Erica down in Niceville, is it better to upload images individually or create the folder under uploads for images?
I wouldn't say one way is better than the other. Usually when I'm adding images, I will just add them here. Anything you add in here will automatically go into your uploads folder. So really it doesn't matter which way you do it.
From Christina in Rhode Island. Under brand, she doesn't have access to any DBA logos or listing data. It says no assets added for both categories. Not sure if this is a back end issue or a Canva issue. Christina's a staff person, so Chris, we'll look at that separately.
I think that's for me too, Patty, not to interrupt, but mine said I didn't have access either.
Okay. Let me just take a screenshot of that question so we can get an answer on that.
Yeah, they might still be working on that because I don't have anything in that folder either at the moment. But I'm hoping they do add our specific company logos there, so it's easier to find.
Okay, next question is, does the QR code have analytics? Do you know that, Alex?
I don't believe so. But I will try to get some more information for you on that.
Okay.
Who asked that?
Erica down in Niceville.
Oh,
So
okay.
when we post this recording, if we have any answers to any of the questions that we aren't able to answer, we'll type that out in the email with the posting on it. Tina, can we add the AllPoints logo where the Century 21 is located? When trying, it deletes the whole thing.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
She said, can we add the AllPoints logo where the Century 21 is located? When trying, it deletes the whole thing.
Yeah, so what I would do, I would just drag in the company logo to your uploads folder.
So can you go into a template that has the Century 21 in it?
Sure. Let's see here.
Okay, so can you delete that and just put the other one in? Is that what she's asking?
Oh, you know what? I actually haven't put one in here. Give me one moment so I can just drag a logo in here. Yeah, I'm not sure what you meant by it keeps deleting it.
So you're basically replacing that logo with your AllPoints Realty logo. So upload the Realty logo in and then bring it over into it.
She might be referring to thinking that she can edit the office name. So if you click on that,
Yeah.
that's an image. I think that's
Oh,
because I did the same
No,
thing.
you cannot. That's actually a one-piece logo right there.
Right.
Placeholder.
So-
So you have to delete that and then put your logo in.
Yeah. So if you
Yeah.
click on it, let's say you click on name after the E to anticipate pressing delete, you're going to delete the whole image because it's then selecting the image, not the text.
Exactly.
yeah, this isn't editable, it's just a placeholder. But what you can do is just drag and drop, or actually I would just delete it and then drag the correct logo in its place.
Yep. Okay, let me go to the next one. Do we have, from Erica, do we have access to all of those features that have the crown icon with the new Canva Enterprise?
Yes.
Okay. Robert, can we have our office assets added like Central and AllPoints instead of just the Central 21 stuff? Yeah, Alex, I believe when you add the folder in, you can share it with the whole group. So
Mhm.
Alex can add a folder in of logos, commercial, Fine Homes and Estate, regular logos, and then share it with the group. So you'll have those logos in there.
Yep, yeah, I'm still working on bringing all of our old stuff in here, so.
Yep. Carrie McCarthy, when creating a QR code, can we type in any URL to go to a page we want to show?
Yep, as long as it's a valid URL, you can use it.
Yep. His name, okay. And that's any other further questions?
I have a question.
Sure, go ahead, Tom.
Well, I got a Canva account pro sometime last spring. I haven't changed over to this. I'm just wondering, is if I did, am I going to lose anything? Um, you know, is what I've already made, is there uh, items or things I can do in my current thing that I won't be able to do in the new one, or vice versa? Just trying to figure out whether it's worth switching over.
Yeah, Tom, anything you can do in the pro account, you should be able to do in the enterprise account. As far as your designs in your personal account, I'll have to get more information if it'll just automatically bring things over.
They will not.
They will
No,
not.
so,
Okay.
no, you have to share them with your C21 email account, your Canva enterprise account email, and then you have to save a copy
Yep.
down into your enterprise account. So I would move whatever files you want over or folders and save it in there. And then once you see it in your enterprise account, you can delete it out of your other account. And then when you want to cancel that account, go ahead and do it. Just make sure all of your stuff is moved over into the enterprise. You have to physically move it over.
Yeah. And I will
Okay.
say you can't do whole folders. You have to do each individual design.
Okay.
Um, in order to do a whole folder, you have to be within the same team. So moving from the personal account to the enterprise
Okay.
account, you have to do just individual files.
Where within Canva will the shared AllPoints logos be located, please? There'll be a folder with company logos in it. You'll be able to search by logo. They're not up yet, so we'll let you know when they are. When we have a design we created, it shows up in recent files. Is there a way to get rid of the recent tab for more organization, since you suggested put it in a labeled folder?
You can't get rid of the recents section. That will just always be there. But if you navigate over to the project section over here, that'll display all of your folders that you've created. But the recents that's just always there. We can't get rid of that.
And the last question, will the instructions be posted on how I can gain access to Century 21 material? I've never used this before. That's from LeVar Johnson. Yeah, there are videos on how to go in and get in, and just continue coming to these sessions and doing the other sessions. They'll show you. Once you get in, it's pretty simple to do.
Yeah, and if anyone has any other questions, if you want to send them in, we can try and touch on them in the next session as well.
So Carrie's got a personal account. So Alex, can you show them how you toggle between accounts? Do you have that in yours down below?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so if you have a personal account, go ahead. Alex is going to show you how you can toggle between the two. If you want to keep your personal account, you can. There's really no need to, but Alex will show you how you toggle between the two.
Yeah, absolutely. I kind of touched on it earlier. Down in the bottom corner here under your account section, right at the top here, it says accounts. And this will have any account that you have added here.
You have to add it in. So if you're in your enterprise one, you can add another account and add your personal one in.
Yep. And then you just select whichever one that you want to work out of.
All right, guys. Thank you, Alex. What I would say is really get in there and play around. You're not gonna hurt anything like that. Get in and play around when you have time. It's pretty fun. It really is. There's some fun stuff to do in there and, create not only work stuff, personal stuff, all that kind of thing, but, continue to go on these trainings and corporate trainings and Canva trainings. Canva within the actual application itself has great videos and trainings as well. One last question. Robert says, if he has a killer template and want to share with other AllPoint agents, how do we do that?
Sure, yeah.
Hey, honey.
All right. So when you're in your design,
I'm sorry, I ran.
you can hit the share button up here. And right here, you can just type in the email address of anyone that you want to share it with.
Oh, yeah. Why?
Can you do a group share there, Alex?
Yeah, so if you have people already added within a group, you can share it to that group. But you have to just make sure you have the people added to the group first.
Okay. All right. Thanks, everyone. And thanks, Alex, for doing the training.
Yep,
Thank
thanks,
you.
everyone.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you. Bye.